Good morning, VRL. Hey, good morning, VRL. This is Kelly, campus pastor up at the Riverside campus. Just had some thoughts I wanted to share with you this morning. We've been going through the Sermon on the Mount, and just one of my favorite passages of Scripture. There are some challenging ideas in there, though, that I just love. Jesus is calling us upward to bigger and better. If he wraps it all up by saying, if we build our life on his words, we'll have a solid life. We'll be like a wise man who built his life on the rock. And so, just taking those challenges really seriously and believing that he's leading us towards something good. So, in Matthew 5, verse 46 and 47, he says, "If you love only those who love you, what reward is there for that? Even corrupt tax collectors do that much." He goes on to say, "If you're kind only to your friends, how are you different from anyone else? Even the pagans do that." And that's convicting. It's true, right? It's so easy to be kind to those who agree with us, to those who share our views, to be loving to those who are loving toward us. I think that's in our nature. I think we're all the same in that regard. But clearly, Jesus has raised the expectation for those of us who follow him. We don't live through the same lens that the world does. We live through the lens of Jesus is my Lord. And some take this to mean that we should pull back from the world around us. But Jesus actually says something really interesting. We talked a couple weeks ago about the idea that we are the light of the world, we're the salt of the earth. In John 17, Jesus is praying for his followers, all of them, including us, those who would come along later. And he says this in John 17, verse 15. He's praying and he says, "Father, I'm not asking you to take my followers out of the world, but to keep them safe from the evil one. They do not belong to this world any more than I do." Isn't that so interesting? We, as humans, as followers of Jesus, we don't belong to the world any more than Jesus does. He goes on to say, "Make them holy by your truth. Teach them your word, which is truth. Just as you sent me into the world, I am sending them into the world." So don't be like the world, he says, but I'm sending you into the world. That, it seems like a conflict there, but I think that's exactly what he's saying. He's saying we live in the world and we are the light of the world, but we don't do things as the world does. What we actually do as the light of the world is we lead the way for the world. I don't know if you woke up today thinking of yourself as a leader in that context or in any context, but that's exactly what you are. Jesus said, "Just as the Father sent me into the world, I'm sending you into the world." You and I are the light of the world. And so I hope that you'll go out into your world today, work, family, social environments, whatever that might look like. I hope you'll go out into the world and think like a leader, because that is exactly what you are, a light to lead people to the goodness of God. God bless you, friends. I hope you have an awesome, incredible day.